would you be up for changing the so-called Buster Posey rule based on what we saw in the NLCS that Joe Madden went crazy about? And that was on the same night as Justin Verlander threw that old school throwback moment. We're all loving how baseball still has that old school mentality. And then that night, player safety and instant replay converged in a way that was such a new millennium that's difficult to wrap your arms around. Would you be up for changing that in the offseason, John?
Yeah, if nothing else, just some more clarity. I don't think people understand it. The players don't. I think there's so much that I saw a play right afterwards that Contreras completely blocked the plate once he was able to get the ball and shift over. Like, I don't understand that. That part I don't understand. And the runner is at more of a harm now than the catcher is. I don't think you should ever go out of your way to hit the catcher. I think if the catcher gives you no place to go, you should be able to run him over. But I understand the sport that we're in, and a lot of sports is an overreaction for the major injuries. That's what I get, and I get all that. Honestly, if there was a better way to not have a home plate but throw a pop-up base, it would be easier to slide into a base at home than it would a home plate, because that's the biggest problem. Is you can't get your foot down, slide in feet first on a plate that's flat. But if there's a bag there, it's much easier. That's why a lot of guys go in head first and they're going way wide, trying to reach back. So the base runner is at way more risk today than the hitter is. And speaking of rule changes, if I may add,
please,
the NFL needs to make a rule change. I'm still bitter about how the Lions lost to the Falcons in that 10-second runoff, and it happened again last night.
It did. And the Raiders had what we thought was only one play left. Who knew there were two more after that? I'm with you, John, but, I mean, instant replay in the same way that I thought of that play when Lobaton got picked off of first. Just that once, or what happened with Safarian Jenkins with the Jets last week against the Patriots, where the ball was not in his possession just at the second that he went over the line of scrimmage. Once you open the world to instant replay, it's tough to put it back. It just really is.
Well, what I don't understand is it's not, it's called a touchdown, right? And so the players, if it weren't called a touchdown, they'd race right up to the line, they'd spike the ball, and they'd have all the time they want. But because of anyways, I mean, the Lions lost the game they shouldn't have, and there's a 10-second runoff. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
That's John Smoltz, Lions fan, and also outstanding analyst with Joe Buck for a game that I'm fired up for. Thanks for calling in, John.
All right, my pleasure.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.